Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Mental Health Tuesday and we're gonna continue on depression, a topic that we started a few weeks ago. I'm gonna continue. I talked about how to help our friends and loved ones who are dealing with depression. Today I'm gonna talk about how to cope with depression if we are the ones dealing with depression. Thank you so much for being here. In this channel, we'll talk about mental health, financial health, and randomly I give you a sneak peek of my lifestyle. Today is Tuesday and we are discussing mental health. Like I've said, we're gonna talk about depression and how to cope with depression if we're the ones dealing with it. A few weeks ago, I started talking about depression and how to help our loved ones that are dealing with depression. This week, I'm talking about depression and how to cope with depression if we are dealing with depression ourselves. A lot of people in the video on our loved ones with depressions had talked about how themselves were dealing with depression, how they were trying to overcome depression, how it's really hard to overcome depression, and that's why I'm doing this today. The holidays are here and the holidays can either be bring a lot of positivity and a lot of good energy, or to some people it can be a really depressing time. I'm here to talk about how ourselves we can cope with depression. We can try to cope with depression if we have depression. First of all, I understand depression is a disease. It can be really serious, and it's not something that you can tell somebody, oh, just snap out of it, you know, get going and do it. It's as serious as, you know, getting cut and bleeding to some people, and you can't just tell somebody just rub it off and let's get going. Depending on where you are with your depression, I'm gonna talk about a few coping mechanisms, a few coping things that can help lift our moods and maybe help us deal with depression a little better and help ourselves. But like I've said, I understand depression can be really something bad that will need some pharmaceutical interventions. One thing that you can do when you're dealing with depression is to write down your feelings in a private journal. I'm not big on journaling, but I've realized when I'm going through something very personal, something very depressing, if I write it down, it helps me deal with it better. It's like letting my thoughts, my feelings out. It's like talking to a therapist without that person listening to you, but you're writing it down. And then when you look back, you can actually compare notes and see how you were feeling then versus how you're feeling now, and vice versa. So writing down your feelings every day can help you with depression symptoms. The other thing you can do is to boost your self-image. Boosting your self-image will really help you. I know when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling low, if I get up, take a nice warm shower and put on makeup, you know, I feel really good. If I dress really nice and look good, I feel good about myself. Sometimes it might take something as simple as that, just getting up, getting showered and getting dressed, putting on makeup or putting on, you know, perfume, smelling good, or just boosting your self-image, boosting how you look, how you feel about yourself. If makeup is your thing, makeup always does it for me. It makes me feel good, it makes me feel prettier, it makes me feel really good. Also, the positive affirmations that we give ourselves, those positive affirmations really do work. Just talking to yourself, being your own cheerleader, telling yourself that you can do it, you can get through these, telling yourself that, you know, you look good, you feel good, something that you tell your mind. It's like mind over matter. What you feed into your mind is what comes out. So things like that. Another self-image boost will be like exercising. I've said exercising always makes people feel better. You feel like you look better, even if you've just done a 5-minute exercise here and there. That will make you boost your self-image. Eating healthy is another thing that can help you boost your self-image. When you're eating healthy, consuming healthy foods and healthy things inside will make you feel good about yourself. Limiting alcohol. I know alcohol sometimes is like the medicine that numbs you know, all some pain, stuff like that. But limiting alcohol can actually help with your depression, because alcohol is a dehydrator, and you know, it can make you feel good at the moment, forget everything at the moment, but later it affects you, and before you know it, you might start consuming more and more alcohol, and you can easily end up as an alcoholic. So limiting alcohol is a good thing, will help you. Another thing you can do is create a schedule and try to stick to it. I know schedules are overrated, and they really are, but when you're going through a storm, through depressive times, creating a schedule will help you, because you will have something to look forward to doing. If you have a schedule to, hey, today I'm gonna do these and these, you know, like short-term goals, kinda more of like goals that you're gonna achieve, those will help you feel like you're propelling somewhere. They will help you feel like you're moving forward. So just create a schedule, especially around the time that you're feeling low and you're feeling depressed. Just create a schedule, even if it's simple, two goals that you want to achieve. That will help you feel like you need to do something, and it will help you feel good or better about yourself. This one is a really hard one, especially for introverted people. Staying connected, staying involved with family, with friends, with people, it might be hard, but staying involved and staying active might help you your depression. If you like meet a friend or go somewhere social, that time when you're out, when you're with your friend, you might forget about how depressed you are, and you might be in the moment, and that will help you. And the more you do it, the more you get help. I know some people are very introverted, and it's really hard to get out, to go out and meet people, but nowadays we have social life is in front of us. There's, you know, a lot of social media going on, a lot of, if you are not like a people's person, you can connect with people socially, you know, not overdoing it, of course. Everything when it's overdone, of course, becomes really bad, but you can stay social, keep up with social activities and social stuff online. And with the pandemic, a lot of activities, a lot of meetings, a lot of webinars are happening online, so you can easily be social at the comfort of your own home. Sleeping, always. Sleeping is really good. A lot of us don't get enough sleep. I can speak for myself. I never get enough sleep, and a lot of people don't get enough sleep because there's so much to do in a 24-hour period, which includes sleep. And if you get, let's say, what is recommended 8 hours of sleep every night, you feel like you're losing. That's 8 hours you're losing. You're not working, or you're not working towards your goal or towards something that you do. But when you're feeling depressed, you will be more productive if you get some enough sleep. Not overdoing it, just resting well, taking time, disconnecting, and getting rest at night. Going to bed early and getting up earlier will help you feel better. Sleep is as important as working. Like I've always said, rest. Sometimes rest is the most productive thing you can do. The last thing that I was gonna talk, well, maybe not last, is talking to somebody. This can be a friend, a family member, somebody that you trust, somebody that you can let all your feelings out. You can, you know, connect with and talk to about how you're feeling and what's possibly causing your depression to get worse. Talk to somebody. And if you don't have that person, that trusted person that you can talk to, you can always look for professional help, therapists out there. Sometimes you'll need to get the professional help to talk to a therapist, tell them how you're feeling and everything. Tell them about your symptoms. Just, you know, let it out. They probably will be a source of listening without judgment, because they're professional and they probably don't know you. So it might be good to just find a professional therapist, talk to them, and see and let them guide you on what to do. In relation to talking and to social media and staying connected, something like when I posted the video on helping others who are dealing with depression, I've seen a lot of people going to groups and posting anonymously about their depressive symptoms, and people coming in and commenting and helping them. Something like that can help you. Just sometimes you just need to let it out, to have somebody who is listening without judging, to listen to you and help you out. So talking to somebody will help. Last but not least, definitely not least, you can always go to a doctor, go to a psychiatrist and seek medical help, seek pharmaceutical help, seek medication if depression is really debilitating you and you need some help. Like I've said, getting mental health medication is not a weakness, it's actually a strength. Accepting that you are going through these times and you might need something more than therapy, more than friends, more than, you know, coping skills. You might need some pharmaceutical help, some medication to help you, and getting that medication to help you go through that hill that you're facing at this time is not a bad thing. So always do what is right for you and get that strength, and it is okay to not be okay. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe. Let us talk more about mental health, let us talk more about financial health. If you're a returning subscriber, like,